Good day everyone, and welcome to another Davjan's yoga practice. Today I'm going to be sharing with you another 30-minute flow. We're going to be predominantly looking today at awakening the quadriceps and the hamstrings. So you're going to be incorporating a sequence in which we'll move these two muscle groups through both a long and short position. And you will notice then for hamstrings and quads, it really does pay a big benefit into lots of the standing balancing postures, as well as of course the standing poses themselves. So I look forward to sharing this sequence with you today. As always, I have my usual props, a couple of blocks and a strap. We will be doing some stuff on the knee today, so if you want to have something to support the knee, this could be a blanket. I've got a small mat here to provide support for my sensitive knees. Okay, we're going to start pretty quickly today. Let's come into an all fours position to start off. We'll just start with a few rounds of cow and cat. So on the inhalation, draw the shoulders back, gently pull the chest through and up for the cow pose as we inhale. And as we exhale, gently round through the spine into your cat. For those that know this well, feel free just to move to your own breath. If this is still something quite new to you, please feel free to keep a visual on me, but essentially trying to move into your cat shape on the exhalation and moving into your cow shape as we inhale. So generally, cow shape is open chest, deep press shoulder, shoulders shrugging back, and cat shape is flexed spine, strong push for the arms, gazing back between the legs. Do a few more of these breaths between cow and cat. Let's do one more here. Okay, really nice. Come to a neutral spine, gaze between the hands. Step the left foot to the top between the hands. I'm going to take this time now to support that right knee. Kneeling lunge position. I roughly, just to start off everyone, knee below the hip. Now this is important. I'm going to be saying this quite a bit today in this sequence. So want to be engaging. When the hip goes into extension, contract your rear glute. So as the hip goes, or the leg itself goes behind the hip, you could say, known as hip extension, we want to be contracting glute max. Okay. So as we engage here, you're going to feel a stretch in the front of your right hip. Bring the hands onto the hips, and then just gently move the hip forward. Of course, the further you go forward, you're going to feel a stronger stretch. As I'm doing this, I'm still trying to maintain that shortened contraction here in my right glute. Bring the hip back, stacking it over the rear knee. We'll just do this another 2 times, leaning forward, bringing it back, and again, leaning it forward, bringing it back. Okay, on the final time, I want you to bring the weight forward into the stretch. Find a stretch here that you're happy to manage for a few breaths, and just try to practice calm inhales and exhales through the nose. All the while trying to keep this rear glute toned, contracted. Good, nice and easy everyone. Bring the hip back. Now you're going to tuck the back toes. We're going to incorporate moving forward into kneeling lunge. And then as we breathe out, we're going to slowly sit all the way back onto our rear foot. Hands either side of the straight leg, slowly folding towards or the inside of the straight leg. We push through the back foot, slowly bring it back up into kneeling. Move the hip forward, rear glute contracts. Good, and then slowly exhale, gradually using control, Sit the weight back onto the rear heel, gently folding forward towards the straight leg. Let's do that one more time. Slowly bringing the weight forward, kneeling lunge. Good, as we exhale slowly with control, bringing it back onto the rear heel. Hands can come down, folding over straight leg. Really nice. Make your way up into all fours. My mistake, into kneeling lunge. Find your blocks. Now we're going to straighten out this front leg. I want us to contract the quadricep in the straight leg. So if I'm touching here, this wants to be feeling relatively toned, as well as the shin muscle in the lower leg. So drawing the toes back. Maintain now a push through both arms. Notice here I'm on the highest setting for the block. Around the spine, lean the hip back a little bit. See if you can then lift the leg off the floor. Hold for 5, 4, 3, apologies for this, 2, and 1. Very nice. Set the toes down. Blocks out to one side for a moment. Palms frame the foot. Plank pose. Step back. Lean into your hands, strong, through your legs as well. Lower onto your knees. Shrug the shoulders down into the body. Creases of the elbow pits turn forward. Slowly as we exhale, start to bend the arm, come all the way down to the floor. Shoulders roll back, active glutes. Inhalation, cobra pose. Lower the chest. Tuck 10 toes. Sit back onto the heels. You can have an active child's pose here. And then when you're ready, slowly on the inhale, come back up to all fours. Step the right foot now between the hands. And again, we engage this left glute this time. Knee is roughly below the hip. Hands on the hips. And just 3 times again we start to explore. Bring the weight forward. Bring the hip back. Weight forward. Hip back. Last one. Weight forward. Hip back. Okay, on the final one, we explore, we find a stretch that we can breathe in comfortably. Still keeping the rear bottom active, contracted here. Okay, let's remain here. Inhaling, exhaling for 3. 2. And 1. Okay, nice and easy, very good. Bring the weight back, the hip back. Tuck the back toes now. Still trying to keep that left bottom contracted. Move forward into kneeling lunge. And using the control of your body, slowly start to shift the weight back onto the rear foot. Have the hands out to the side, palms can come to the floor to balance as we fold over straight leg. Push through that back foot, bring it back up, kneeling. We take it back again with control, slowly lowering towards the rear heel. Folding over or towards straight leg. Last one. Kneeling. Left glute is contracted. And slowly, final time. Sit back for this modified forward fold. Folding to the inside of the straight leg. Nice, everyone. Nice and slow. Come up again, back into kneeling. Find your blocks. Straighten out the front leg. Again, we want to be active through the quad, active through the anterior tibialis, the muscles at the front of the lower leg here. Push down through the hands, rounding your spine, strong through this straight leg, contract, and then see if you can lift off. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and slow. Set the foot down. Good, everyone. Blocks out to one side. We can remove the knee mat for a moment. Palms frame the foot. Plank pose. Inhale. Option to come onto the knees again. Shrug shoulders into body. Lower on the exhale. Come all the way down to the floor. Shoulders roll back. Active glutes. Inhale, lift the chest. Cobra pose. This time, exhale. Downward facing dog. Hips up all and back. Nice and easy then. Just start to bring a bit of movement into your body. Shifting the weight into each heel. Kind of walking your dog here. Okay, shift the weight over to the right foot, pushing the heel towards the floor, bending at the left knee. And then slowly shifting the weight over to the left heel, pressing it down, bending at the right knee. Okay, really good. Wherever you are with this, we're going to take this one step at a time. Lift the right foot off. Draw the top of the foot towards the lower leg. Lift high on the left heel and just bring that right foot forward by just 1 foot distance, about 1 step. Good, then we shift the weight into the right heel. Right heel lifts, left foot lifts off, top of the left foot pulls up towards the shin as we slowly then again bring it forward by 1 full step. Set the left foot down. Shift the weight into left foot, heel lifts. Activate right foot, toes drawing towards shin, active shin. Step it forward by 1 full step. Set it down. Over into right foot. Some of you may wish to come up onto fingertips here. It's a nice way to do it. Top of the foot draws towards shin. Set the left foot down between the hands. Final one, right foot lifts, toes, top of the foot drawing towards shin, set right foot between the hands. Great work. Inhalation, half lift. Exhalation, fold over the legs. Keep a little bend in the knees, allow the body to just simply hang over the legs. See if you can distribute the weight evenly into both feet, so not too much weight in the tips of the toes. Quite try to balance the weight between the forefoot and the rear foot. Pushing down for feet, take your time. As we push down for feet, you start to feel that tone in the back of the leg. We slowly start to curl up through the spine, keep pushing through feet. As we start to come to stand, the bum starts to activate, to engage. As we slowly rise the arms above the head. Option to push the hip forward a little. As we take a gentle back bend, gaze up, and then finally exhale, hands together, heart center. Good everyone, take a breath in here, and a breath out. Okay, modified sun salutation, traditional sun salutation. Inhalation, rise the arms up. Exhalation, folding it forward. Inhalation, half lift. Okay, shift the weight over to the left foot. See me bending at the standing knee, the right foot lifts off. And I'm just trying to keep these right toes kind of grazing the mat. We graze the mat as we slowly take the foot towards the back of the mat. Oh God, not easy. Land the foot gracefully. And then slowly lower your right knee down to the floor. Cushion out the knee if you wish here. Back toes are tucked. Rear glute is active. Inhale, rise the arms up. Kneeling lunge. Good, palms come to heart center. Exhale, sit back towards rear heel. Aiming to try and not take the hands down this time. Push back into kneeling lunge, we rise the arms up. Good, and again sitting to the rear foot. Forward fold. I'm also pressing down for this front heel. Last one. Inhale, kneeling lunge, arms up, rear glute contracted. Exhale, forward fold. Really nice everyone. Frame your front foot, step it back, plank, inhaling. Exhaling, lower down to the floor. Point the toes, active glutes. Inhale, lift the chest. Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Next breath in. Inhale, rise right foot up. See if we can feel that right glute. I'm trying to really lift the heel. Try not to open the hip too much, so keeping the hips relatively squared. First off here, we bend at the knee. Squeeze heel to bum, so you feel hamstring in that right leg. Then just bring thigh to belly. I'm still trying to keep the down dog shape here. I'm still pushing back through the arms. Then bring shoulders over wrists. And then gracefully step right foot between the hands. Kneeling lunge, lower onto the rear knee. Back toes are tucked, active left glute. Inhale, leaning forward into the hip, rise the arms. Exhale, slowly shift your weight back onto the rear heel. Forward fold. Inhale, kneeling lunge. Exhale, forward fold. Good, one more. Inhale, kneeling lunge. Still trying to keep that rear glute contracted here. Exhale, forward fold. Really nice. Back into kneeling. This time we lift the rear knee off the floor, lean the weight over your front leg, keep leaning forward, getting lighter on those back toes, and then again we just gradually graze those rear toes all the way to the top of the mat. When you've arrived, inhale, slowly stand up, arms above the head, active glutes. Exhale, hands together, chest center. Compose your breath here for a moment, eyes are closed. Inhale, exhale. Good, opposite side then everyone. Inhale, slowly rise the arms up. Exhale, gracefully folding forward. Inhale, half lift. Hold it here, shift the weight over to the right foot. We gradually float left foot off. And again, we're just grazing left toes down the mat, taking the foot towards the back of the mat, land it softly and gracefully lower the knee down. Inhale, rise the arms. Kneeling, lunge, exhale, fold it forward. Pushing this front heel into the floor. Inhale, kneeling. Exhale, forward fold. One more time. Inhale, kneeling. Good. Exhale, forward fold. Good, very nice. Back into kneeling, frame the foot, step right, front foot back, plank pose. Option of course to come onto the knees. Exhale when you're ready, lower down to the floor. Engage the glutes, roll the shoulders down the back. This time bend the knees. Still see if you can keep glutes contracted. Squeeze heels to bum. Inhale, gently lift the chest. Don't come to the place here where you feel dullness in the lower back. I want you to really work at bringing chest forward, shrugging shoulders, shoulder blades together, heels to bum. Breathe into front ribs, lower the feet, exhale, lower the chest. Downward facing dog. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhaling, exhaling. One more breath. Inhale, rising left leg up. And again, we want to feel it in that top glute. Trying again not to open the hip too much. Engaging at left bum. Squeeze heel to glute first to feel hamstring. Then bring thigh to belly. Again, we're in that down dog shape still. pushing shoulders back. Shoulders over hands, plank, pushing away from the floor. Gracefully set the foot between the hands. Okay, good. Lower onto the knee, kneeling lunge position. Back toes are tucked, rear glute is contracted. Inhalation, kneeling lunge. Exhalation, modified forward fold. Inhalation, kneeling lunge. Exhalation, modified forward fold. One more time. Inhalation, kneeling. Exhalation, modified forward fold. Okay, really good. Weight bearing this front foot, slowly lift the back knee off. Lower your weight over this front leg, lean forward. Getting as light as you can on those back toes as we gradually graze that back foot all the way to the top of the mat. Press down through both feet. Inhale, slowly stand it up. Great work, everyone. Exhale, hands together, chest center. Close down the eyes, breathe in. And breathe out. Fantastic. Okay, this time open the eyes, shift the weight over to the left foot. A little bend in this standing knee, left knee. Right leg comes up. Use your active hip flexors to lift the thigh bone up. Hold it here. Slowly now, keeping a point of concentration, see if you can start to straighten out the right leg. If it's too strong, keep a bend in the knee. Stay 3, 2, and 1. Bend at the knee, take your time. Slowly lowering towards the standing thigh. Some of you may wish to have blocks here for guidance, for support. Option, of course, to try without. I bring my body onto this front thigh, this standing thigh, as I slowly kick that rear leg back. Kind of modified warrior 3. Set the right foot, the rear foot down to the floor. Lunge position. Maintain here. See that I've got quite a strong bend in the back leg as we slowly lower the knee down to the floor. Good, everyone. Bring the blocks back. Lean forward over the front hip. Try to keep your spine rounded, flexed here. Now we're going to slowly lift the rear heel off the floor. Squeeze heel to bum. 3. If you feel cramp, release and just have another go. 2 and 1. Set the rear toes down. Good. Straighten out the front leg. Point the toes. Push through arms. Lift the foot. 3, 2 and 1. Set the toes down. Really good. Plank pose. Exhale to the mat. Same as before, squeeze the glutes, heels to bum, keep the glutes engaged. Inhale gently, rise the chest without compressing the back. Lower the feet, exhale, lower the chest. Downward facing dog, hips push up and back. Nice, everyone. Inhale, rise the right leg up. Same as we did before, heel to bum first, squeeze hamstring, thigh to belly, still in down dog shape, shoulders over hands, high plank, right foot between the hands. Okay, again, shift the weight over this front thigh, nice and light with the rear toes. And we're going to again slowly try, as slowly as we can, graze that rear foot with control slowly to the top of the mat. Push down through both feet. Inhale, stand it up, active bum, press the hip forward. Exhale, hands together, chest center. Fantastic, everyone. Final flow here. Shift the weight over to the right foot. Find that point of concentration, focus. Left leg comes up. Good, and an option to challenge yourself a bit here. See if you can straighten through left leg. Stay 3, 2, and 1. We bend into the knee, take your time. Slowly taking this left leg back as we lower the body towards this standing thigh. And again, option to use blocks for support. Flex that rear ankle, kick the heel back until we feel left bum. Then as controlled as you can, set the foot down to the floor. Lunge position, bending at that back knee. I want to feel left bum here as well. Breathe in. Exhale, slowly lower the knee down onto the floor. Really good. Bring the block side to side of the front foot, round your spine, lean forward, and then lift that rear foot off the floor. Hold, squeeze heel to bum. If it cramps, release. Have another try. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Set the toes down. Straighten the front leg. Push. Strong, straight leg. Lift off. 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy. Set the foot down. Release the pose. Plank posture. Step back. Breathe in. Exhale. Lower to the floor. Shoulders roll back. Active glutes. Inhale, lift the chest. Option to try from here now to lift the feet. And again, if you're compressing your back, the body's not ready, so just regress, lower the feet closer towards the floor. Feet come down, chest comes down. Downward facing dog. Hips up and back. Breathe in through the nose. Open your mouth, exhale. Those in the room that have the heels up the mat, see if you can lift the 10 toes then off the floor. Okay, next breath in, inhale, rise left leg up. Find the glute. Heel to bum first. Still in this down dog shape. Thigh to belly. Still in down dog shape. Shoulders over hands, pushing away from the floor. Set the left foot between the hands. Okay, release the hands, you can bring them to lower back, lean over the front foot. Push down, as light as you can, peel that back foot off, gradually graze it to the top of the mat, setting it next to your left foot. Good, both feet pushing down, standing up. Inhale, rise the arms. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Whew, have one breath here, try to regulate, inhalation through the nose. With a smile on your face, exhale, breathe out. Step a third of the way down your mat, bring your knee cushion in front. Okay, you want roughly a half a foot distance with the feet away from your mat. Okay, nice and slow, sit into chair pose. Hands can come onto the hips here, gazing down. Good, start to shift the weight into the mound of the toe. Heels lift high. If you have the strength here, lower the hip down, try to maintain. See if you can keep heels high. 3, 2, and then 1. Continue, ooh, a bit wobbly here. Lowering your bum down onto the heels. And using weight distribution here, start to lean back as we slowly set the knees down. Push down through those toes, lift up, squeeze glutes. Now this is really important. We'd like you to maintain an active bum here. Cross the arms almost like a zombie or a vampire. Keep those rear glutes engaged. Slowly sit the body back. Try to imagine you're creating one flat line at the front here, and then bring the body back up. Let's see if you can do 2 more. Lean back. Those that can go further, give it a try. And then slowly back up. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale, lean back. Inhale here. Exhale, bring it back up. Really good work. Okay, slowly sit the weight back onto the heels. Use a bit of momentum for this. Lift the knees. Find your balance. Start to reach forward with the hands. Lower down onto the heels. See if you can keep the bum from coming down just yet. As we reach forward, slowly set the bum onto the floor. Fantastic, everyone. Knees come together. Point the toes. Bring the shins level with the knees for Ardha Navasana, half boat. Option to try and straighten one leg. 3, 2, 1, and release. Straighten the other. 3,
2, 1, and release. Those feeling extra strong today, you can have a go at trying to straighten both. Hold, 3, 2, and 1. Nice and easy, everyone. Set the feet to the floor. You can cross at the ankles. Hug your thighs to your chest, bring your forehead towards your knees. Breathe into your back ribs. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath, inhale. And exhale. Okay, release the pose. Really great work, everyone. Coming into a meditation seat, please feel free to elevate your seat onto a block. Coming at this place now, aiming to try to down-regulate your body, resting the hands on the knees as you close down the eyes. See how long it takes you here to regulate a calm, or to find a calm breath. And then slowly bringing palms together. Bowing your head as we take this time to bow to ourselves. Finding that element of love, appreciation and gratitude to our own health, our practice, and the ability of being able to move as freely as we do. And thanking all of you for sharing your energies and your practice with me. Thanks for your support. Namaste.